Okay, so this is my demo video for walking through my Rust program that I made, a payroll management system in Rust to learn the basics of the Rust programming language. I wrote a little script here that I'm going to go through that'll help maybe getting through the video, and we're just going to walk through the syntax, and I will demonstrate how the program works at the very end. So first, starting off here, the file structure in Rust is a little bit interesting. It took a little bit to kind of figure it out. You have your, as you can see here, this is my main file here, which is actually Rust code. And then cargo is the package manager for Rust. And so this is actually kind of what executes the file after it's been compiled. And this file over here, the main, is what's compiled. So first off, let's look at the employee struct. I was able to implement some object-oriented principles in this program, like creating some custom data types and things like that. In Rust, a struct is a custom data type that allows you to group related data under a single name. Right here, we define the employee struct with 3 fields. We have ID, which is an integer, 32-bit, a name, which is a string, and salary, which is also an integer. What's interesting is that Rust encourages immutable data by default. However, we can still modify struct fields because they are mutable by default unless marked otherwise with the mut or mute keyword standing for mutable. Moving on down here to the payroll struct. We have another fundamental concept of Rust, which is ownership and borrowing. In Rust, each value has a variable that's called its owner. Only one owner can exist at a time. When the owner goes out of scope, the value will be dropped. But Rust allows us to borrow values temporarily with references. And in this program, the hash map right here, the hash map employees borrows the employee struct instances. Coming down to the, let's see, the main function. So we're going to look at next right here. Rust main function serves as the entry point of the program, similar to other languages. Here we create a new instance of the payroll right here, new payroll right here. Whoops. Wow. Okay, right here, new instance of the payroll. It demonstrates various operations like adding employees, updating their information, and removing them from the payroll, which we're going to demonstrate as we walk through later. Add employee, which is right here, is a method that showcases Rust's error handling mechanism. Rust encourages the use of enums and pattern matching for handling errors, ensuring that all potential error cases are explicitly handled. Moving on to the update employee. The update employee method demonstrates Rust's approach to mutable borrowing. We use the get mut right here. The get mut method, which is a pre-built or pre-existing method to retrieve a mutable reference to an employee from the hash map and update its field. So back to Rust being inherently immutable, using mut, you can make something mutable, like right there. And then the remove employee, similar, mutable borrowing. It also shows how Rust ownership system ensures memory safety by removing an employee from the hash map, which we have right here. Rust automatically deallocates memory associated with that employee's data. So there's like an automatic, you have control over the memory of Rust, which is one of those pretty cool things. So that's kind of, I mean, some of the stuff that we ran through here. I'm going to demonstrate it right now. So we're going to open up the correct file here in the terminal. And then once we're in here, like I said, cargo is the package manager for Rust. So we're going to go cargo build, and we're going to have some warnings, and we're going to ignore those for now. And then cargo run. Okay. So as we can see here, we can move this, would be great. Up there to the top. Okay, so what this is doing as we walk through here, we've created a list of employees right here, and that's going to show initially, and then we're going to update the employees right here. We're updating it while simultaneously printing that in the terminal. What we're doing here is we're changing Alice Smith to Alice Jones, and we're adding a last name for Joshua to go from Joshua to Joshua Jacobs. We're also in the same breath, same line of code, we're actually updating the salary for Joshua Jacobs as well, which is something we can do. That's cool that we implemented in the program. And then it'll all employees after the update right here, and it shows that updated information. So Alice, let's see, Alice Smith is now Alice Jones. Joshua is now Joshua Jacobs, and Joshua's salary was 82,000, and now Joshua Jacobs' salary is 90,000. Then right here, we can use the remove employee method. So writing here, remove employee with ID number 2, so which is Bob Frederick in this case, and then print out all employees after removal. And that prints the new list of all employees there. Okay, that's a little demo and a little walkthrough of some of the syntax in Rust and this program in particular. Thanks so much.